This is the Rebel Scum Podcast. Available in video on YouTube and audio wherever you listen to your podcasts. Every week, Brock and James talk the latest rumors, news, and theories from a galaxy far, far away. Support us on Patreon for exclusive offers and join the Star Wars discussion. Patreon.com/Rebel Scum Podcast. Here are your hosts, Brock and James.
You are always scum. Rebel scum.
Rebel Scum! Welcome to the Rebel Scum Podcast. My name is Brock. I muted myself for the 341st time. Well, I guess we didn't always mute ourselves on these. But here we are. I'm Brock. This is
James, whose mic is unmuted now.
Oh
but
my
was muted
God.
at the same time. I like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Tell me that's a Walmart special.
Oh, it's a Target special.
I have no. Yeah, it's awesome. Wow, rubbing it in my face, America.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Shoot.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I distracted you, but it's your fault. You wore that shirt.
I put this on and Reham's like, "You do a Star Wars podcast and a Ninja Turtles podcast." I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry about it."
Is there a difference?
I mean, we deviate constantly.
We should only talk about Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can put a poll up on the chat. Hey, chat, how's it going tonight?
Hello, everyone. Nice to see Heidi is here tonight. I feel like she's not been available the last couple of podcasts, at least for the main one. So glad to see Heidi is here. Hello.
Blue light special. Is that a Target term?
Maybe.
I'm not a Targeter.
I
I haven't been to Target in before COVID, well before COVID, I would imagine. It's not a thing
Target.
anymore.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Well, they
Kmart.
couldn't get their math in Kmart. They couldn't do the math in Canada, so
That's right.
Target was like, we screwed up. I can't remember how they screwed up, but they screwed up bad. And then they had that. Remember, they had that. They're like, our leaving Canada sale. Everything's 5% off. It's like, what?
Oh.
And people rush to the stores and it's 5%, man. Just go to Walmart. It's already cheaper at Walmart. 5%. And then it went up, I think, to 50 at some point, but it was 5, 10. People will do anything. Lots of Star Wars news to talk about, Brock. Lots of Star Wars news.
Crickets.
Honest question. Do you think here's something? So Skeleton Crew is getting no buzz. It's starting to get buzz now. It's coming out in a month, but it was getting no buzz. The only buzz it was getting was that there's no buzz. And I did a video, and people have been commenting Star Wars is dead. I'm like, yeah, I know, Star Wars is dead. But then I get this comment, and the comment is I don't care about Skeleton Crew. Give me Andor. I want grown-up Star Wars. And I loved Andor. I loved Andor. But how selfish have we become where it's I only want the adult version of the thing I loved when I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't, if you were a kid, you probably wouldn't have loved Andor. It takes I think there's a place for kids Star Wars. I don't know. I don't think kids like Star Wars anymore. I don't know if that's a thing, but I just feel how did we get to everything has to be adult centric now?
Because we are fan culture mostly of 40 and 50-year-old men.
Perfectly said.
If they didn't see the original film drops, they saw the 1997 re-release. So I don't know. I
mean that's the point right there. The point.
It's just a I'm like, who cares? They're literally remaking Goonies. It's you're probably a Goonies fan if you like Star Wars. It's kind of the same era, same
Like,
aesthetic.
like it seems like it's gonna be like harmless and not insulting. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be
Yeah,
like just like here's a fun little adventure. Sit down and watch it with the whole family.
yeah,
But like people seem to like it seems to be making people mad, and I'm like, why are you mad? That's what I don't get. Is like when you're mad, like okay, if they didn't make it, like first off, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it, so it might be horrible. Like it might be terrible. We don't know,
yeah,
but we haven't seen it. It might also be the best thing we've gotten since I don't know the first Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like we
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what it is yet. I thought the trailers. I watched the trailer the other day. I'm like, this trailer is great. Why
yeah,
are we like? I know it's kids. As long, but here's the my one thing with it that I do worry about is the kids acting. The trailer, like the
yeah,
acting is pretty good, but it's very limited. But you know how kid actors can be. Like if we get Disney Junior acting, it's gonna really hurt. Like Stranger Things acting, the kids are great. Like especially
yeah,
the first season. These kids are natural. What the hell? But
yeah.
if you don't get that, like there's two different versions of kid actors. And I don't. Hopefully, we don't get the other side.
And Lord knows, like the concept of children acting is like a murky subject these days. So, yeah, no, I agree. Though it's just like, I mean, even it's a it's a cast with mostly children, so it's like, yeah, we want them to be good actors. But I would say you could say that about all actors in a production. It's like
Yes. Yeah.
you gotta bring your best. I mean, it's got, and I think that seems like a little cliche, but it's like if you think you're bringing your best, you will put your entire heart into it. And I think that will show. So it's like, even if you're not an actually good actor, I think your energy will still shine through. And maybe that will actually make you a good actor. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot of actors that are like, not, I mean, he's a great actor, but like, oh gosh, Richard Kind. Like Richard Kind, fantastic actor. You're not going to give him any major
Richard.
dramatic role. I'm only bringing him up because I've been watching Only Murders in the Building. But like Richard
Is he in
Kind,
it?
yeah, don't get me started about that show this season. He's great in it because he's awesome. But he's been playing the same character
Yes.
relatively since
Yeah.
the Mad About You days. Like he doesn't do a different character. I guess like when he was like the imaginary friend in Inside Out,
Inside Out.
Inside
Wasn't he?
Out. You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
I didn't like Inside Out.
but like you know what I mean. Like
I'm.
he kind of he's just like the like ho hum da 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 or like loud
Yeah.
mouth. Like he's like great actor. Don't get me wrong, but like I think Richard Kind comes to play. So it's just like as long as this cast does the same thing, you know what I mean? Like you don't need someone to be every single character. I need you to be this character. And because this person needs you to be this character and you need this person to be that. So it's like, I don't know. I know, weird example, but he popped into my head because
It's just like the most random actor because
Yeah.
he's like everyone knows who he is, but does everybody know who he is by the name? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I love.
Exactly.
I think he's a phenomenal actor. He's been
Yeah.
like you said, been great since forever. I believe George Clooney was like the best man at his wedding. I believe. I believe they're like really good friends and.
He like
Yeah.
gave him his first like $4 million or something from the tequila he
Yeah.
makes. Cause
Yeah, like he had it them all over. Like I need to be in that George Clooney circle of
Yeah.
friends, and I
because
don't know
like
how to
apparently like
inculcate that.
George Clooney like terrorized him as a roommate with like crazy what do you call those things? Pranks.
Thanks. Yeah, well, Miguel Ferreira, the late great Miguel Ferreira, who was in a lot of stuff. That's George Clooney's cousin, Rosemary Clooney's son. Yeah, I don't know why we're talking about this, but I used to watch like Conan O'Brien a lot, and he was like because he was like a B-list actor, he was on Conan O'Brien a lot in the
Yeah.
90s because Conan O'Brien got C, B, D-list actors, and he would always talk about the pranks they did. I'm like, what the hell? This is so weird. Anyway, Miguel Ferreira, you looking him up?
Yeah, I just couldn't. I
His
know the
voice is
name.
the best. His voice.
Is he a Honduran taekwondo athlete?
Yes, he is. Is it? Am I saying is that who I'm? Am I thinking of the
Miguel
right person?
Ferrer. Oh yeah.
Miguel Ferreira. Yeah. He passed away years ago, but he was a great actor.
Yeah,
He had
yeah.
the coolest voice. But in Richard Kind in Star Wars, how do we make this happen?
Oh yeah.
How do we get him in Skeleton Crew? How do you make him a Jedi? If you really want to tick people off, make that's how you get fans back. Richard Kind Jedi, but also Brock, he's at Disney parks, and Richard Kind is playing himself at Disney parks.
I think Richard Kind would be amazing for voice acting. Either like in live action, he just supplies the voice. Not that he couldn't act, but like I mean, he does a lot of animation, and that voice just like works in so many.
Oh yeah.
So just like maybe he's a cantina owner, and he's just like, oh what you just gonna shoot up my place?
You can see him in like the Mandoverse.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
he's that for sure. Yeah, it's funny. I saw an article. I did not bother clicking on it or reading it, but it was like, has the Mandoverse run its course? And I'm like, what?
They
How
haven't
we-
made anything in forever.
But like, not only has it run its course, it's just a time period in Star Wars. Like, what are you talking about? So I was like, it's all. I've noticed the trend, and you're not finding news because I'm noticing the trend right now is just, it's like, be as negative as you can on Star Wars, and you'll get people to talk about it. But then in the article, and I don't know if this article, I don't know because I didn't read it. But in the article, you're actually not negative towards Star Wars.
Yeah.
But you're taking the negative angle to get to a positive conclusion about it. And I'm like, okay, I've noticed that trend. It's like Star Wars is in this weird place. Like the Acolyte put Star Wars in this place where everybody hates everything, and now it's okay because the Acolyte was canceled. So kind of justified, like hating Star Wars was justified by that, and now people are like, oh well, I need you to click on my article, so let's bring it in negatively. Because I'm like, the Mandoverse is literally just a period of time after the original trilogy. Like what? Like I'm so, and I'm, you know what? I liked season 3 of The Mandalorian. I know it like it's pretty cliche filled, and a lot of people didn't like it. But that's 1 out of 3 seasons you didn't like of a TV show. Chill the f out.
Yeah.
Like how many shows have had a perfect streak of episodes and series? And I will say, Sooner Thrawn. I said this before. Sooner Thrawn did correct me on Twitter, and he said the Masked Singer has been flawless from start to finish. So I guess the Masked Singer is the one that hasn't.
Oh my
But
God.
like, you know what I mean? No, I think he was joking. But like, you know, like it's a hiccup. Okay, let's see what the movie is now. But if one season makes you lose faith in everything, maybe this franchise isn't for you to begin with.
I don't know. It's yeah, no, those articles are ridiculous because they inevitably just turn into the same thing. Like you said, it's just like the title is what brings you in, and it's as the article never actually makes any point outside of maybe someone starts ranting. But it always starts with like the first 4 paragraphs are just like Star Wars is a movie made by George Lucas. Oh man, George Lucas. George Lucas is a man. He's a white man from Bakersfield, California, I think. He made this movie, and it just like goes on, and like it just like they like cut and paste. Like, I mean, I know it's internet. Well, I shouldn't say internet journalism is a lesser than journalism, but it's just like you're just creating content for a thing. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, like it's just like it seems odd. It's like if Mandalorian season 3 came out last week or finished last week, and people are like, not so good. I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's fine. You just finished watching it. But like, when did that season come out? Like 2 years ago or last year? I can't.
It was
remember.
last year. It was like a year. It was like March last year. So like a year and a
Yeah.
half. Yeah, but it's like Forbes, because Forbes is only clickbait now. They had one like in a live action Clone Wars needs to happen, and then they start talking about Ahsoka. I'm like, that was a year ago. We saw and a year ago they wrote how they don't need live action Clone Wars, and now a year later they're like, we need this. We need a live action. Like, oh my god, man. Anyway, I just find like sometimes you just need to chill out, man. I think Skeleton Crew looks great, and we're gonna look at the Empire article that hit on the weekend. And it's funny because I was like, all those articles started popping up, and I'm like, oh my god, please release something for Skeleton Crew that's like makes it look good, because it's like, because last time there was like the whole Star Wars ship was sinking. Empire came out and they're like, look, or Entertainment Weekly or something was like, look what we have. Look at Skeleton Crew. And they're like, oh yeah, look at that. I'm really curious about Jude Law's character. We have a Never Tell Me Lies from Heidi because he's going to be a different kind of Jedi, a different type of Jedi, which I still don't know what that means. Like every Jedi is a different type of Jedi nowadays. I'm like, or are they Jedi? I don't know what it means. I think he's just going to be a pirate Jedi, but I also think, Brock, that his lightsaber might come out of his pistol like Ezra.
It shoots,
Yeah.
and then forgot about that.
So, yeah, that was mostly season 1, wasn't it? They kind of got rid of that pretty quickly.
Yeah, they got rid of that fast.
They put that in when they were like, "This is for kids. We need to sell toys," and they're like, "You know what? Make an actual show." And Rebels is still the crown jewel of the Disney era of Star Wars, in my opinion. It's just yeah, it's so good, so good.
But yeah, I don't know. Like this Empire, it's funny. It's like we've been doing this for 17 years, and it's amazing how Cheers released a magazine that I haven't bought a magazine in a long time. But it's like, oh, that's fun. Let's see, and it's inevitably isn't what. The link you sent me was like one picture, but there's a whole article with like 4 or 5 pictures.
I don't know where that one is, but they also StarWars.com also posted a bunch of new pictures on of it too. Actually, you know what? We should look at those pictures. I've only looked at them like very briefly on my phone earlier today. The people listening to this are like, "This is thrilling, guys."
Thrilling. Well, guess what? We're in a drought. Day 45. Drought.
So this first looks Adventures Calling Star Wars Skeleton Crew premieres December 3rd on Disney Plus. I hit explore, watch trailer. Well, here we go. Gallery. Do you want me to share this, or should I just look at it myself? Is it entertaining enough if I just look at it myself?
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Oh my Google Chrome just froze. You're gonna have to deal with this for a minute. All right, we're good. We're good. I got to stop sharing that one, and now I got to share this screen. This is what happens when you think of things on the fly. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Share. Is you seeing it? You see it?
Not yet. Hold on.
Oh, I haven't brought it to the screen yet.
There you go.
There we go. Hold on. Should we really? You want to be small like this?
Yeah, that's good.
Do that? Or do you want to be monstrous and not show them? This one?
Yeah, that's good. I
Look
like
at that.
this. Yeah.
Right?
It looks like a med droid.
Yeah. Is this the Nick Frost one? His name's Nick Frost,
right. I forgot about Nick Frost.
Yeah, Nick Frost. That's the thing, though, is like they have. I mean, Nick Frost is what is he? A B-lister, like Miguel Ferreris level?
I guess
he's not A-list though. Like my parents don't know who he is. But like, there's no. You don't hear anything about it. I like this picture here.
Yeah,
this is
cool.
Jod Nana Wood on the far right is Jude Law. Jod.
It's the worst name.
Remember when it was Han, Luke, Leia?
And
that
Steve.
Jod Nana Wood.
And Neil.
And Neil. Neil's father's name is Zod.
Neil before Zod. Yeah, this is cool. What are we thinking is this background? Is it some kind of wall with a lot of light, or like I keep looking at it as if it's like some volume. Moon on the volume?
I think it's a planet or a moon for sure.
That's interesting. Oh yeah, like maybe they're standing on the deck of a ship or something. I was thinking they were on, and there's just a really close moon, but that doesn't make any sense. No, I agree. This is cool.
Like this, from what we've seen from the trailer stuff, the cinematography looks really good in this one. Like it looks visually appealing.
I feel like Jude Law is really bundled up. Well, except for this one, but I feel like in the trailer he has a bundled up look. So it's just like, what is he hiding?
I think he's hiding who he is because he's a Jedi and he doesn't want anyone to know because he'll kill him. I don't know. Maybe he was on Hoth an hour ago. And we saw this one here.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I love this picture. This wolf dude, Brutus.
Yeah.
And then obviously Urkel and then Vane. I'm excited for Brutus. Look at that. Look at these guns. Wicked.
Little gun, small gun. It's a pirate's gun.
Do you think there's a purpose to this, or they just did it because it looks like Star Wars?
Eh,
Circle.
there'll be some purpose. I feel like he'll push one button.
This is our thumbnail right now. This is. I like that Jude Law's like explaining something, and this I don't know her name, but this girl on the right here,
Yeah.
she's calling his BS. She's like, "You're full of it, pal." I'm really excited that Geordie LaForge's daughter is in this show also.
Yeah. I can't. I actually. It's funny. Like I can't remember the curly head kid's name, but I think the girls are like Fern and KJ or KD
Oh,
or
they say right here.
there you go.
Wim. This is Wim. Curly hair's
Wim.
Wim. Jod Nana Wood.
So dumb. KB.
KB. Neil before Zod. And Fern Gully. All right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I'm interested to see Neil on screen. I also would like to see behind the scenes of like, does this child actor wear a mask or is that just CG on top? Like, I'm very interested to hear the whole evolution of that character.
Yeah, that would suck wearing that around. But yeah, also probably.
Yeah.
This is one of the first pictures we saw from that. Where are the new pictures? I thought there were new pictures. Just
These
what
are
are
actually
these?
more exciting.
Are these going to Jabba's palace?
Oh, yeah. That's definitely a door of some sort.
Yeah. And he's smiling. He's like, we're going in there and we're going to. By the way, I think they're going to find Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. With his
that's
hand,
how it gets. That's how it gets to Maz.
Yeah. I think the whole thing is. Have you seen The Princess Bride? How he's telling the story to a kid. I think this whole thing is just someone telling the story of how Maz got the lightsaber, and at the end, it's gonna be what's his name reading a book. What happened? There we go. This looks really good too.
Nice.
There's a droid that was in red. What's the droid's name? SM33 by Nick Frost. Wim, Fern, KB, and Neil. This one, the backdrop looks too Spy Kids here. And was that wrong?
Yeah, it does. They shot that in
Like
Robert Rodriguez's basement.
They shot this while they were shooting the Book of Boba Fett. Key art revealed, official trailer. Hold on, there's got to be more.
Here, I'm gonna send you. I'll send you.
Oh
shoot!
What did I just do? What the heck just happened?
It's on Star Wars Newsnet. They have a whole bunch of pictures.
Are you seeing what I just did?
No, I'm not looking at the screen.
Oh, it's telling me to get Disney Plus.
Congratulations!
I have Disney Plus. But where is the key art reveal? Is Star Wars News? I have it. Do you want to share your screen?
Yes, I'll share my screen. Boop, boop, boop,
Jod Nana Wood.
So stupid.
Jod Nana Wood. I'm not. Anakin's in the chat. Anakin.
Oh my gosh. I gotta put this on a different screen. Boop. There it is. Boop. All right.
Jod Nana Wood is it's a choice name. Sometimes I feel like when they come up with these names, they try a little too hard. You know, like they're like, we could call him John, but what if we call him Jod? Ooh, or is it Jode Nana Wood? Jode Nana Wood. Jod and Jode. You want me to put that on the screen?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Boom.
Oh, there we go. That's Star Wars. Look at the hair. Wait, did Neil always have hair?
I don't know. It's just like I'm excited for Neil, but the more I look at him, I'm like, he doesn't look like what's his face.
I think he's a different species. I think he's a different species. I think they
oh,
species. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For better or worse, I guess. All
and
right, so we go to rock planet.
These like jackets look cool and stuff. And look,
I'm wondering how much pushback the backpacks are going to get when this comes out. Oh, gonna be backpacks in Star Wars. Well, Luke had one on Dagobah, thankfully.
He put Yoda in it. All right, and then there's this one. Oh, it won't let me
All
full
right.
screen.
It's pixelated on my end. I don't know how it looks on everybody
Yeah,
else's.
it
Who's
says
that?
visual still from Star Wars Skeleton Crew showing Tunde Adebimpe. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Looking at the stars. So another cast member. Who knows? And it's just like there's nothing super fancy about it though. There's got those red dots where like I think they're supposed to be like radar tower sort of
Yeah,
things
yeah.
for ships or whatever. Well, I don't know, but it looks cool. Also, here's
I wonder
Tom
if that's
Holland.
where that picture of Jude Law at the door. I wonder if this is that.
Oh yeah,
Coloring looks similar.
yeah, yeah. It looks good.
Uh,
Oh, I showed that one already. Here's another one of Wim. I want to let me. What was different up here? Why did that?
why do they have to call him Wim?
uh,
Wim Jadnana Wood, KB Fern. Like Leia's a great name. Luke.
Chad, Kevin.
Which
So
one of them? Okay, but here's a question though: is Wim a Skywalker?
He says this is a picture of Wim on an alien planet. Wow.
At least we have. At least they're showing us stuff. I don't think they did any of this for like the accolade. The accolade was kind of like, no, it's all a secret and a surprise.
Yeah.
I think they should like this right here. You're at where you're in Star Wars Newsnet. You said, oh, that's
Yeah.
come on, that's cool. What is that? Like Mel's Diner?
Yeah.
This is so Neil's the Toad. If this is American Graffiti, Neil's Toad, and Wim is Richie Cunningham. Awesome. I like that.
I think that was it. Yeah, nothing like super exciting. I just feel like it's just closer shots of the characters. Just kind of nice.
Yeah, and in atmosphere,
Mhm.
like in a Star Wars atmosphere.
Well,
Wim is
there you
there
have
on a
it.
whim. I like it. I think I think it looks. I don't know. I think this show looks fine. Like I think it's going to be a fun time, and I think releasing it at Christmas time is good too. We haven't had Star Wars at Christmas in like 5 years. Well, I guess
Yeah.
Book of Boba Fett was. I guess that's a lie. Mandalorian season 1, Book of Boba Fett. When was Mando season 2? Was it Christmas time? Did we go through Christmas for that one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Boba Fett was New Year's Eve though. Yeah, Book of Boba Fett was like New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve or whatever. I like Star Wars. I really like. I was like disappointed when they're like, it's not gonna be May, it's gonna be December. But now I'm like, I like Star Wars in December works.
Yeah.
There's just something about it. They're like,
Yeah,
I think
true.
the summer blockbuster has also changed drastically. Like it almost doesn't exist anymore because of like there's a movie every weekend. I mean, apart from COVID times, you know what I mean? Like before, the big movie was like May and July, and now the big
Yeah.
movie is April, May, June, July, August. You know, it doesn't have the same cachet as it once did. But December, like Christmas time, is still a thing.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's like now because of COVID, it's just like exclusively in theaters. And sometimes when I hear, I'm like, yeah, I know, like
We're
I
back.
get it.
We're back.
But like Cineplex is our theater in Canada. It's like the only real. No, it's not entirely true. It's the big heavy
the
hitter
prominent one.
theater brand in Canada. And I don't know if you get emails from them, James, but I get a lot of emails where like, come see this for scene points. Like, please, we'll give you a free movie. Just come see this movie. Just come see the like. If I were to like hit them up for all these movies, I would be getting free movies left, right, and center. Like,
yeah, I get those too, but I don't live close enough to a theater to.
yeah,
The closest one to me is 45 minutes.
yeah.
Cineplex. I have one closer to me that is a no-name one-screen theater
Yeah.
from 1921. I've never been in there still. I almost saw Captain Marvel there. I don't know if you remember, but I almost went to go see Captain Marvel. And we were about to go see the last Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World 6. God awful. I think that was the official title. We went to go see it. We were going to go see it, and then but they only have 2 showtimes or 1 showtime, and it's 7:00 at night, and it was like our birthday. It was our birthday, June 20th.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, it's too nice out to go see a movie at this time. You know what I mean? Because you're like, it was at 9:00. I would have gone, but 7. I'm like, this is like I'm enjoying dinner. I was like outside. I don't want to go inside.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, no, I would go more often for sure. I'm really excited for Morbius too.
Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, whoa, I could turn on a light. Let's see.
But yeah, you're right. It's just sort of like I mean, outside of like the Barbenheimer like vibe, it's like there's not really a huge movie draw. It's all like a movie like Fall Guy doesn't do well in theaters, and then it comes on streaming. People are like, this is a pretty good movie. It's like, yeah, because everyone's waiting for it to come onto streaming. Like, I don't know.
Well, they also the company screwed up. Well, Warner Brothers did the day and date release, and then they started doing like Disney now is 130 days or something,
Nice.
which is fine because that's 3-4 months. Like that works. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, at one point, like Joker is coming. Like Beetlejuice came out last week, 2 weeks ago. Now
Yeah.
it's Beetlejuice, so it had people wanting to go see it in the theater. Like I don't think that is the norm though. I think if Beetlejuice is called Beetle, I think people are like, well, I'm just gonna wait until October 8th or whatever it was. Like I was surprised at how early in October it was released on
Yeah.
digital. I was like, what? Like I watched it. It was pretty good. I'm like, yeah, it was like you said, like it doesn't need to exist. But I thought it was funnier than the first one,
Yeah.
but definitely not better than the first one. But it was like the Gremlins 2 of Beetlejuice movies. I was like, this is harmless. I enjoy it. Like Aaron and I both were like, this is enjoyable, whatever. But like, yeah, but then Joker's coming out like a week for that bomb. But it's just they did it to themselves. People are like, I know this is coming in a minute, and I'm already
Yeah.
paying. I'm paying your company for
Yeah.
streaming your stuff. Why am I going to give you extra in the theater? And that I think that became a big. I just got really mad. That became a thing. You're right. And then like, why would you go? Why would you go? And that's my thing with Star Wars is Rogue Squadron especially. It's like, what about Rogue Squadron is going to make people want to go see it in the theater when they have when they have that type of Star Wars on streaming?
They're like, it's Star Wars. Oh, that's fine. I'll wait for it. It's like, it's got Patty Jenkins. Oh, okay. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
like
just, I don't know.
get it fast before it goes back in the vault, Brock.
Yeah, absolutely. Go back in the vault. Great mouse detective. You'll never see it again. And it works.
And you didn't see it for 10 years.
That's right.
Now you can't not see it. Now it's streaming on your TV any time of the day you want to watch it. It's right there
Absolutely.
on your phone. Yeah. No, they did that to themselves. They said like Fall Guy, why did it do so poorly? Because it came out on streaming 4 days later. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, but it's a known IP. Nobody knows that TV show. I didn't know it was a
Nobody
TV show
knows
until
that.
I didn't know it was a TV show until somebody said it's based on a TV show. I'm like, about what? And apparently it's nothing like the TV show.
Yeah.
So
Nothing.
why did they even bother calling it that? I don't know what. It made no sense to me. I haven't seen that movie, by the way, so I can't comment on the movie itself. But I saw Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Don't
Yeah.
say it.
Beetlejuice.
Apparently, it's not. Oh, so that surpassed Dune 2 for Warner Brothers' highest domestic film of the year. I think Dune is still their international, but domestically, Beetlejuice made more than Dune 2
Really?
in a month. In a month,
Wow.
people wanted to see Beetlejuice. Man, I think you wait 30 years for a sequel, and the thing that I had going for it too, based on like separating myself from actually seeing it, but going into it, it looked like Beetlejuice. It looked like they weren't straying from it. Also, Jenna Ortega is a star. I think. Like I think she might be like in the Timothy Chalamet stratosphere of people going to see her in the movie theater. But it's only Beetlejuice because Wednesday was I haven't seen Wednesday yet, but I heard that's a big hit.
Yeah.
But have you seen the pitch meeting for Beetlejuice?
Oh, with that one dude? No, I have not seen that.
It's really funny. I haven't seen Wednesday. Did you see Wednesday?
Yeah, I liked it. It was good.
Apparently, like her plot's the exact same as that show.
I guess. Yeah, Yeah, a little bit. But it doesn't feel like that show. Like it's not wrong, but also I don't know.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. It made me laugh when I saw that. It's a really good one. You should watch that one.
All right, shall we move on, or do we have? Oh, one thing we did not talk about, and this is probably one a very important news. Teak from Endor, Escape from
Battle.
Endor,
It's a
Battle
Battle of
for
Endor
Endor.
or Caravan of Courage?
Caravan of Courage is the first one. So Battle for Endor.
Yeah,
Teak,
Endor.
the character Teak, is going to be briefly seen in Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew, like he's not him, but a picture of him, of his species, is going to show up. That's wild. James said that to me, and I'm like, bring back Teak. And then, 8 years
8 years
later, it
later.
works. Perfect.
We have T-shirts. Bring back T. That's a weird thing that 8 years ago was a thing, and now
Yeah,
they're going to do it. Do you want to do some blind rankings?
let's do it.
You got to give me a minute.
Do.
Blind rankings. This time we're going to do alien species, Brock. Alien species
Nice.
from Star Wars, not just generic ones that are real and exist out there. Not the ones that Joe Rogan are talking about right now.
The alien from
Blind.
Species.
Alien from Species. All right, here we go. We're going to start with Jawas.
I am going to play it safe. Put number 3, middle of the pack.
3. Do you want like the yellow-eyed Jawas or the red-eyed off-world Mandalorian Jawas? Remember when that toy first started and I was like, oh my god, what's a red-eyed Jawa? It's like it's nothing. It's actually nothing. It's nothing.
I like any of them. I also like it when they're on screen and the subtitle says "Screams and Jawaese." I'm like, yeah.
Geonosian.
Oh, 5.
Someone has a hate on for people that built the Death Star.
If I had to think about what they look like, then yeah, they gotta be low. I was like, what do they look like again?
That's fair. I think that's a fair point. Bothan.
4.
You don't have to think about what they look like, though, do you? Rhodian.
2.
Oh.
Let it be good. Let it be good. Let it be good. Number 1.
Arguably the only alien in Star Wars that matters.
Wookiees.
I hit the wrong button.
Gungans.
Gungan!
Okay, no, yeah, I'll take that. If there's no Wookiees, Gungans are perfect.
No,
So.
I couldn't put Wookiees on this one. It's it's like the video game one. There's going to be more. We're going to do this a lot. We need to save some of the aliens to do it. But Gungans would be my number 1, blindly or not. I would have waited, and if you never said Gungans, I would have been like, get out of here!
That's perfect. I like that one.
We need to desperately get Gungans back on the big screen or the small screen.
I'm for it.
I think they're afraid of them. I think that the voice definitely freaks the creatives out. Like it's like how do you get around that voice and make them serious? I think that's what they're trying to do. But they would work. I would love to see them interact with the creatures in Skeleton Crew. Blended too. I don't think they won't, but I would love to see them blend those two together.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. That's awesome.
Would be. All right, odds.
Let's do it.
Successfully navigate an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds. Brought to you and me by patreon.com/Rebel Scum Podcast. If you like what we do and you want to support us in any way you can, go to patreon.com/Rebel Scum Podcast and become a part of our community. And we will get you some extra content, what have you, and help us in any way we can so we continue to vaguely talk about Star Wars every week until there's actually something to talk about. And we greatly appreciate those people who think that this is worthwhile. Those people are Heidi Feder, executive producer, Barry Brophy, Dennis Allen, Randy Kenobi, Mary Kristen Athon, Dale Urban, Phil Stanforth, Rez, Scott D, Josh Price,
Matt W, Frank Perkins, Neil Lowry, Cosmic Girl 02, Gleek Play 1, Den of Nerds, Disney, Desi Charlotte, Ron Prizak, and Jeff Wilson. My Google Chrome may crash. Just a heads up for you. I'm closing the Skeleton Crew tabs as we speak.
Slowly but
On
sure.
Monday's Flying Casual with Heidi and Scotty, it crashed.
Perfect.
I went bye-bye. I got the same message. So just so you know, might not be a
Oh,
good
good.
thing. Yeah. Just you
All
better
right.
get Hollow News ready. All right, Never Tell the Odds brought to us by Patreon. Thank you so much for all your support over the years. An Ewok will appear in Skeleton Crew. Brock, Never Tell the Odds, an Ewok will appear in Skeleton Crew. Chat, let me know what you guys think.
I want it to be 100%. I'm
One
going to
Hondo.
say 35%.
Oof. Oof. I'm going to go 67%.
Hmm.
We don't go back and check these. That's why I can say that confidently. There's no
Yeah.
editing. Oh, I got after this. I've got news to share with you. So remind me that.
Nice.
I'm going 61%. Never Tell Me the Odds. Number 2, we will see Jude Law's lightsaber in a magazine soon. Ron saying 40%. So Ron saying 40% to Ewoks and Heidi's full Brock. Jude Law's lightsaber will appear in a magazine soon. The first image of his lightsaber will be in a magazine.
I'm going to go 40%. I don't think there's going to be any more magazine stuff, but I could be wrong.
What other magazines are there? Soap Opera Digest. When I was a kid and I got Archie, I thought it was the biggest.
Is Women's Choice still a magazine? Chatelaine.
Chatelaine. Ignited or not? Ignited, Ron. Heidi's going 0. I'm going to go 11.5%. If he has, he's going to have a lightsaber. You don't show it in a magazine first.
Yeah.
That's just for business. And our final odds brought to us by executive producer Heidi. Jude Law will be playing a Dark Jedi. Will Jude Law be playing a Dark Jedi a la Bela Skull and Shin Hati?
I like that idea. Because like when we saw the trailer, it felt like maybe he's not being super truthful with him. But like that'd be fun to see. So I want to say 47%. These numbers are so dumb.
Ron 0 on the lightsaber and 50 on dark. So, and Heidi also wants to add that a red lightsaber. Lightsaber. I'm gonna go 17%. I don't think it's gonna be dark Jedi. I think it's gonna have a green or probably a blue lightsaber, maybe green. I think green actually. I'm gonna go with a green lightsaber. But he's just a Jedi. He's kind of lost his way, but he's still he's not an evil person. He's just not.
Yeah.
He's just not good anymore. That's what I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Those are our odds. Let us know your odds in the comments down below. Those were fun. What happened to them? So in a month or two, I'm gonna have my studio.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's happening. So look for progress. I'll have progress reports and updates. We're gonna do a reality show. It'll probably be like a temporary studio to start with, but it'll be better than this.
Yeah,
you can see all my medals here. All of them are mine.
Is that where you were originally, like downstairs, like that space?
I'm downstairs right now. Yeah, it's the other. Yeah, it's that's.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So I'll be in there in a couple, like a month, maybe.
Awesome! Congratulations.
So I can't wait to not have that. That's a saxophone in a case. This right here is that's my tabletop for making pizza. Those are backdrops for Aaron's candle pictures. This is a bookshelf behind me. Do I have anything else fun? It's the hat from Jaws.
Quinns.
It's going to be a plaid lightsaber, says Heidi. Plaid.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
He's like, I was in the midst of turning into a Sith when I grabbed this kyber crystal, and then I changed my mind. So now it's plaid. Man, the Accolade should have kept that saber from doing like a full transition to red and just kept it the rocket pop. And like then you
Yeah.
can sell that at Disney. Like you can make bank off a rocket pop.
Oh,
All right, let's
absolutely.
go to something we call top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5 Ewoks today, Brock. We're going top 5 Ewoks because I was like, you know what? I like Ewoks. Let's just do our top 5. We've done them before, and I realized that my list will probably be the exact same. So, chat, let me know your top 5 Ewoks. Also, we know what we need to do one day. We need to do the top 5 Jar Jar moments because I think that was still one of the funniest top 5s we've ever done. It was just the most ridiculous thing ever.
Sure, why not? Absolutely.
My number 5 is Princess Nisa,
Oh,
the daughter of Chief Chirpa. My sister had the flag from Ewoks on Ice escapades in the 80s. I got it for her. I got it for her from escapades. Obviously, I did not use
wow.
any money because I was like 4. But yeah, had that. She had that on her wall. Not as long as I had my Wicked one. Spoilers for my number 1.
My number 5 is actually going to be Wicket because it's like, come on, we know he's on this list. Just put him. Okay, just get him out of here.
No, he's number 1. Number 4, Tebow. Tim. His first name was Tim.
Tim Tebow.
Tebow. Yeah, he was a nice warrior with a horn helmet.
I'm gonna go with Nip It because like he's the small one. He's the baby Ewok that we see in Return of the Jedi. Coolio.
Oh. I'm gonna go with Paplu. 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 Because he steals a speeder bike. Who doesn't love Paplu? Paplu. Paplu.
My number 3 is gonna be a shared one because it's just like they're basically the same characters. Logray and Tebow, and let's just throw Leak Tar in there as well. They're just like, look, we have stripes and hats. And I'm like, wow, you're gonna be a cool action figure.
Well, I'm gonna go with well, I'm on 3, right? 3?
I thought you've already said 3. This will be your number 2.
I'm on 2?
Yeah,
oh,
you said
Tebow, Paplu, and Nisa. I can't read. My number 2 is Chirpa. Chief.
Chirpa.
Chief.
My number 2
Oh,
is
Heidi coming. I forgot about Wicked Jr. Wicked Jr. is my number 2. Chirpa, you're out. Wicked 2, you're in.
I'm gonna go. Oh gosh, where is he? I have a like picture of all the like the memorable Ewoks. I'm gonna go with Tokat because he's like the all black one, and I think he's like one of the ones that like walks around a lot with Wicket. I can't remember. I love Ewoks.
There's two.
But yeah.
I don't know. How do you know the names of all the Ewoks? I don't.
Because I just did. I have like a
no. I know. I did the same thing too. I'm just saying, like, do you think somebody's like knows? Somebody probably knows all the names of the Ewoks. My number 1 is Wicket W. Warwick. Wicket Warwick is my number 1 because he is the best Ewok. He is the greatest Ewok, and he saves the Ewoks. So my number 1 is Wicket.
We did
arguably the best film character of all time.
We did a full flip. Your 5 is my 1, and my 1 is your 5. I chose Princess Nisa specifically because I bought this book.
Whoa! What's that?
For this picture. It's that I showed this before. The women.
Oh,
of the
that
galaxy.
book. Okay. Yeah.
And I bought this book just because of this picture. I was like, wow, so cool. Like to have like the cartoon painted out.
But like real, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that'd be sick. So yeah, Princess Nisa, number 1 Ewok.
Awesome. Yeah, Princess Nisa. Can't go wrong with that. But you're wrong. Wicket's number 1. This is the only time anyone can be wrong on a number 1. I'm just joking. You can't go wrong with Ewoks.
No.
By the way, we gotta plug your interview with
yeah.
Well, from Nelvana. That's
yeah.
I watched that the other day actually. I was like, ooh, I watched it again. I'm like, oh, you missed this Ewoks is for girls.
I
Which
love
makes
Ewoks.
sense. As a
They're
kid, I
talking
never
very-
thought of that because it's not like it wasn't like She-Ra though. Like Ewoks was definitely, I think, more gender neutral.
Yeah, I
This
would-
is '80s talk. It was more, yeah, it was more like gender neutral than the She-Ra was like for girls. And it's funny because I was thinking like back to having a sister because she's your age, like 3 years younger than me, and
Mhm.
like her toys when I was growing up, she had like her Barbies and stuff, but like the rest was like Chitara. And then like after that, it's like Janine from Ghostbusters,
Oh
but it
yeah.
had to be from the cartoon because in the movies she was the secretary, and then April O'Neil, whose weapon was a TV camera. Like it was
Yeah.
like I'm like. So I remember when we went to go see Force Awakens, she's like, "Yes, finally a girl Jedi." I'm like, I never thought of that. That like, and that's right, your toys all suck. And like they got I remember they got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Actually, my parents did. And what else? Like, yeah, and Leonardo was like the one that she chose for Ninja Turtles because April O'Neil was
Nice.
so lame. Well, no, they made it better, but you know what I mean. Like, they ate the stormtroopers. They ate the stormtroopers. All right, Skeleton Crew's coming in like Miley Cyrus. You know what that means.
Yeah, like a wrecking ball.
There you go. Anything else you want to say, Brock? How's this episode treating you?
No. No. Star Wars. I almost started reading Star Wars Aftermath because I found a available copy of it on Libby. So I was like,
Doesn't know what Libby
oh,
is.
it's a library app. Go to your libraries, kids.
Libby. Okay, I'll check that out. Never heard of it before.
Yeah.
You should read it though. I recommend reading it, but you have to read all three of them.
Yeah, it's audiobooks, so I might like do it. They're all like available immediately, sort of thing.
Awesome.
Nobody
Right.
wants to read them.
Yeah, nobody reads anymore, eh? Like reading is
Yeah.
a dead art. And I love that you can do an audiobook but call it a podcast and it's even more popular. What are they like dramatic? Like what there's a that's an audiobook, man. That's a radio drama. No,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Like graphic audio ones are really good. You can hear like stuff in the
Yeah.
background. You're like, oh,
All right, cool.
nice.
All right, let's wrap it up. Brock, this was fun.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks, chat. You guys were awesome. Brock, thanks again. 341 of these things, and yet still, you were always scum.
Rebel scum.
Bags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.